Hi, I'm just about to enjoy a delicious dish of chili rice with some cheddar cheese on top and a dollop of sour cream. This is a fantastic dish and it's so quick and easy to make. Like from beginning to end, including preparation and everything, look at 25 minutes and yeah. Great dinner, 25 minutes, some simple ingredients, really easy to make. So let's go into the kitchen right now and make some chili rice. All right, so these are all the ingredients you need for making chili rice. First of all, we have half a pound or 225 grams of ground meat. Now, sometimes I'll use a mixture of beef and pork, sometimes just beef. Today it's just beef, sometimes pork. All are just good. I find the pork gives it a little bit more flavor. I've got 2 tablespoons of olive oil for frying the meat in. We're going to mix with that meat 2 tablespoons of chili powder, 1 teaspoon of cumin powder. Now the cumin is not critical if you don't have it in your kitchen. Most everybody's got chili powder, you know, all these things, but if you don't have the cumin, that's okay. It just gives that little kick of flavor, a little bit more Mexican style. And then we have a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. We've got 1 onion chopped, 1 red pepper chopped, 1 can of red kidney beans, rinsed and drained. Now, if you want to make your own kidney beans, you know, from dry and go through the whole soaking process, that's fine. But remember, we're trying to make things fun. So these come from a can. Just as good in my opinion. And then here we have 2 cups of cooked rice. Now, I've made this with all kinds of different rice. So I made it with brown rice, regular white rice. This time it's Japanese white sticky rice. Any rice will work in this dish. So, you know, again, anything goes. This is quite an easy dish to make. First of all, let's take the ground meat and we're going to add in the chili powder. We're going to add in the cumin. We're going to add in the salt. And we're just going to mix that in a bit. Just chop in there and get all mixed around. All right, it's looking good. I do find this beef is a little easier to mix. A lot of times with the pork, it'll kind of like bind up on you. You keep having to chop it apart. This is staying apart quite nicely. Okay, so we got that mixed in. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to put this fry pan up on about medium-low heat. Yeah, set that about there. Toss in the 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Let that heat up. Get this guy ready here. All right, just give that a second. There we go. Nicely while cooking with gas. Never takes long. All right, I can see the ripples starting to form on the oil. So that's ready to go. Let's toss in the meat. Now this is really easy. All you want to do here, about 10 minutes. Just want to slightly brown up this meat. So for 10 minutes, just cooking it on medium to low. And every once in a while, just mix it around a bit, okay? Let's not forget the onions. All right, the onions going with the meat too. All right, so we're gonna fry up the onions, the beef together, or the ground meat together, about 10 minutes. All this does is it browns up the meat a bit and softens up the onions a bit. And then we'll add the other 3 ingredients here. All right, that's been cooking for about 10 minutes now. There's a wonderful smell of chili and powder and cumin in the air here right now. It's delicious smelling. So this meat is ready, so are the onions. And now we're going to add in the other ingredients. We got the rice, sticky rice, sticks nicely to the bowl too. Come on out of there. All right, so there we go. We got the rice. Let's break up the rice into that, because this is, like I say, this is sticky rice today. It's a little harder to mix in than a regular rice. So I'll just break it up a bit in the pan. Gotta stir in the meat. All right, don't have to be perfect because as you're stirring it, as it's cooking for the next 10 minutes, you're gonna break up a little bit more. So just kind of get it mixed in to start with here. Now we're gonna throw in the beans and the red bell pepper. Mix that in. Oh, we just about had man overboard. All right, it does pay sometimes. If you're gonna make a lot of this, if you want to double up this recipe, use a deep-sided, like a Dutch oven or something like that, because otherwise you're gonna have jumping all over the place. All right, so now what you're gonna do, next 10 minutes, a little stirring, cook it for 10 more minutes, and during that time, I'm also gonna prepare the cheese and the sour cream to be served beside it. So, really, from beginning to end, 25 minutes, you've got a fantastic dinner. All right, that is ready. We've had another 10 minutes. As you can see now, chopped up those little pieces of rice, little clumps, because obviously this is much easier to cook with other rices. Japanese sticky rice, I just wanted to show you that it can be done. Okay, it just takes a little bit more breaking up the rice. But look at this, all those rice kernels, they're all coated nicely with little bits of meat and chili powder, flavor throughout. Now, while this was cooking, I also prepared up some cheddar cheese, grated up some cheddar cheese. Now, you can use anywhere between like 1/4 pound to 1/3 pound. So it'd be like about 115 to about 150 grams. Some may not want to go the full third. Remember, I grew up in Switzerland. Cheese is one of our main food groups. So I do love cheese on everything. Sour cream, it's about 1/2 cup of sour cream. Just put these on the table alongside with the chili rice, and people can help themselves. A little cheese on top, a little dollop of whipped cream, sour cream on top of that, and you've got a fantastic dinner. And it's so easy to make. Look, from start to finish, including preparing the ingredients, about 25 minutes. And you got great dinner. Chili rice. Now, if you go to the link appearing on the screen, you can get the free printable recipe on our website. You'll also find a real easy to follow along recipe infographic, which visually shows you steps in making this delicious chili rice. So go print out the recipe, have fun making, eating, and saying chili rice, and make cooking fun again with Kuma's Kitchen.